The number one tip when you are on Omegle is going to be, now listen here, kings, it's because y'all are just too sexy, okay? If you have like a little challenge or like a game like me or a costume or like a little dance, dance with me, bro. Dance with me. Alrighty, boys, the time has come. The time has come, gentlemen. I'm going to be going over how I do aesthetics on Omegle. Angles, time frame, how to look good, what to say, what to do, how are you, stuff like that. As always, if you guys want to save 10% off of Gorilla Line products or any kind of pump products, go down below, link down there, code PG. How the f you darn? It'll be a good time. And only like 11 to 15% of you guys watching are subscribed, so if you guys can, please go down there and please subscribe, okay? Get out of the 85% and join the 15. It's pretty lit, and you'll probably put on like 6 pounds of muscle by doing so. So subscribe. Why should you listen to me? Like, what's the point? Well, if you guys are new here, my name is Preston Gifford. I go on Omegle and I take my shirt off for girls. I've been doing this for about like 4 years now, and I have done 24 episodes of Omegle, and I've flexed for at least 10 girls per video. So that is 240 girls that I have found on Omegle and flexed for. Now that's only the bare minimum of 10 per video. I some nights get 30 reactions and don't post all of them. So in total, it's probably more closer to 400 or 500 girls that I have matched with and flexed for. I think I'm a pretty reputable and good person to listen to when it comes to this kind of stuff. Now it is time to go over how I do aesthetics on Omegle. The aesthetics on Omegle blueprint starts now. The number one tip when you are on Omegle is going to be ensuring that you guys are in it for the long run and that you guys are not trying to rush it. Time is step number one. You need to be okay with that, okay? Step number one is planning for it to be a long night. I am on Omegle from anywhere from 4 to 6 hours whenever I do a video. I know, that's terrifying. A lot of you guys are like, what the hell? I don't want to be on Omegle that long. Well, that's the way it goes when you're trying to get a lot of reactions. If you want to do an aesthetics on Omegle video, you're going to have to be on there for at least 4 hours. So I always plan to be on there from 8 o'clock until 12 or 1. So I do like 4 to 5 hours. But some nights I have to go till 2, and I go from 8 to 2, and it's a 6-hour night, and it's a grind. But that's the way it goes. Now, once you are ready to be on there, now what do you have to do? Number 2 is going to be having a good background. That is step number 2. Ensure that your background is set up and ready to have you flex for girls. I always say the best background is a simple, non-cluttered, just wall. Plain wall. Just have a plain wall behind you. Ideally, a white wall is the best. I'm stuck with this brown wall because I live in a new place. My old house had white walls and it was great. Any kind of just like solid color, like no crazy patterns or anything, whether it's black, red, blue, or brown like mine, white's ideal, you're set. Once you have the wall, now it's about your camera and your camera angle. If you're gonna be flexing for a girl, you need to be in a position where you look like you're just sitting there and pretty normal, but also ready when it's time to flex, that you're able to back up and make it fluent and easy, okay? I position myself in a way where I'm leaning against the desk where I can click with this hand I can say hi or peace with, and then I can also grab my costume, like my helmet or like my wig or whatever I'm trying to do. And then I'm able to just back straight up seamlessly and go into the flex and then tear off the shirt, and it's super easy. That's how I do it. I make it very, very easy and simple, but you want to have an angle where you're sitting and you're able to look normal, right? And then also making sure that you have a good camera, so at least 1080p, 30 frames per second, somewhere around there, and you should be set. There's a lot of controversy on my cameras because I have the saturation, contrast, brightness, and sharpening tool all altered. I have sharpness all the way up. It's to make me look leaner and look more shredded. Now you put in the time, right? You have the background. Now you have the camera and the angle. Now it's time to focus on you. After camera angle is going to be a costume or some kind of niche. You can't just go on there and tear your shirt off. Sure, if you want to do that, go for it. I used to do it. But it's really hard to just go on there and not ask the girl a question like, hey, aesthetics, what's that? Let me show you. Rate my look, 1 to 10. Fit bod, dad bod, like that right there is a hook. So wanna just go on there and tear your shirt off, go for it. You're probably gonna get just flamed for it. It's not very inviting when you do that. But if you have like a little challenge or like a game like me or a costume, that right there is gonna be a much, much better way to ensure the girls stick around and that they actually enjoy it and find it funny, okay? You wanna wear a shirt that is easy and quick to take off. I personally took one of my old baggy shirts and I cut that sumbitch right up the back and I throw it on, I tuck it in behind here, I make sure that it's folded behind my neck where they can't see it. That's partially why I like my angle so much that I always do. And that right there is the rip-off shirt. I think it's one of like the best things to do in my opinion is have a rip-off shirt. Also a jacket that you can just unzip super easy. Like that's a great way to do it also. There's a few other things, but just make sure that whatever you're wearing is very easy to remove. And also looks normal. I remember back when I had my rip-off shirt that was red, a lot of girls thought I was like a prisoner or like an inmate or something. So that one kind of worked against me. So I got the black shirt. Just a bit of like an example for you guys. Okay, now that you have the right shirt, now it is time to go to your look. Now listen here, I believe that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I know that all you kings out there are all some sexy some bitches out there, okay? Aww. So we're gonna make sure that you guys look your best. Be sure that you're showered, well shaved, or maybe have some scruff. Do your hair, make it messy. Whatever your best look is, you need to have that look when you first get on Omegle. That needs to be your best look. You gotta look your best, okay? I always go on Omegle before and I look at myself in the preview screen and I, you know, make my hair look good for that because that's what they're gonna see, right? Make yourself look good for the preview screen, not for out and about. So once you've done that, now it's time to focus on Omegle. How do you act? How do you operate? We all know that first impressions are made within like the first like 7 seconds. Well, on Omegle, it is extremely lower than 7. It is like 3 to 3.5 and sometimes only a second. You have that much time, 1 to 3.5 seconds to make a good first impression. Some girls are just on there to skip. I swear to God, like they're literally on there just to skip and just to piss you off. It makes me insane. I have seen a girl one night 5 times in a row till she finally stopped and looked at me and goes, oh, and then skips again. And I'm like, what the f, you know what I mean? So some people are on there just to skip, but for the most part, 1 to 3.5 seconds is your time frame. The first 3 to 3.5 seconds are extremely important. So you have to make sure that you're looking your best, which was the last tip I gave you guys. But within that 3.5 seconds, you need to ensure that you're looking your best. So what I mean is that you may have done everything to make yourself look good, but now put yourself in your best pose. Make your best facial expression. Smile, don't smile. Clench the jawline, look directly at the camera, look over to the side. Do something that makes you look the best. That way when they load in and they see you, they're seeing you at your peak and your best. This ensures that they won't skip you. You guys will figure it out, but you'll find your best angle and your best look, and this will just ensure that when they match with you, they'll be more tempted to want to stay on and not skip you. Now, I've given you guys these tips about how to look the best, right? And how to look good on there and making yourself, you know, be in your best angle and all that. That right there can also get you in trouble. If you have a good camera and you're attractive and you're looking good on Omegle, very high likely that that'll get you skipped even more than, you know, looking like you just rolled out of bed and having a crappy camera. Now you run into the issue of looking like a bot. And now listen here, kings. It's because y'all are just too sexy, okay? Y'all are just too damn good looking that these girls can't handle it. So they think you're a bot. You have 2 options within the first 3.5 seconds of matching with a girl and looking good, you know, doing your pose or whatever. One is the easiest. You grab your damn mic and you just say, hey, what's up? Hey, how are you? And you start talking to her immediately. Show you're not a fake. Show you're not a bot, okay? And then boom, you're set. Then you're good to go. Then you are on to the last part of the interaction, which is asking the question.
Can you rate my Jersey Boy costume?
Okay.
Yeah?
Let's do it.
That way you're able to show your costume or, you know, whatever you're trying to do. Dad bod, fit bod, rate my physique, whatever. And then you can do the flex and back up if they say yes, which normally they all say yes. Or option 2 is you have to type. Now typing is going to ensure that you lose about 50 to 75% of your matches. It is rough when you only type, but I like to do that because I like to get some reactions where I'm talking and some where I'm just typing, because when you're just typing and you tear off your shirt, there's so much more mystery to it. They like know like less about you. It's just way more shocking that this random dude who doesn't even have a mic is jacked, right? It's just a much better reaction. So
oh my god.
He's so jacked.
Dude, look at this guy.
This dude is.
if you're gonna type, have what you're gonna say copy and pasted, right? Now, here's the thing. A lot of you guys give me so much. You guys are like, why are you typing? Just copy and paste it. If I just copy and paste a sentence this long, who writes that fast? Like, who can type that fast? A bot does. Copy and paste it into the chat bar, but then once you paste it, just type a bunch of random shit and then backspace it. Type a bunch of random shit and then backspace it. That's why you guys see me typing. So many guys give me so much shit They're like, oh my god, it's called Control V. Why are you fucking doing that? And I'm like, because I'm trying to show I'm not a bot. That right there is your best option. Also, I forgot to mention, before you even type, gesture, okay? When you have a mic, your gesture is, hey, what's up? When you're typing, there's no gesture. You need to be like, hey, what's up? You know, like that, or like even try and talk, even though they can't hear you, and do that, and then type your message. If the girl does something, like if they're doing like a little dance with them, bro. Dance with them. Move around and dance with them, okay? Gesture with them. It makes it more interactive and they're probably gonna laugh. Now we've done, you know, how to get set up, the very beginning, the mindset, all that. Once you get on Omegle, how to look the best angles and all that, and then how to initiate the conversation. Now it's time for the show. It is now time for the performance. As I mentioned earlier, ask your questions, say whatever, rate my physique, dad bod or fit bod, rate my astronaut costume, rate me 1 to 10, you know, all that kind of stuff. Once you have that, okay, you know, your costume or whatever you want to do, you then want to back up as fast as you can and stand there. Now, if the girl's gonna rate you or rate your costume or rate your look or whatever, then stand there for a second and listen until you hear their rating. The second they give you the rating, tear it off extremely fast, because they're gonna say like, for me, I got called a 5 or a 6 or a 4 or ugly when I had my nerd look on, right?
7.
Okay. 7.
Was it a solid 5? On a good day, a 6.
Probably like a 9. The point off is like, you kind of remind me of Superman. And I don't really be fucking with Superman. But you do remind me of Superman.
And the second I hear them say ugly, I pull it off, boom, and then hit your best pose, bam. And then they'll freak the fuck out. I'd say like 80% freak out. Their brain is already trying to analyze you, and their brain gave you the answer, boom, and if you can hit them right when it happens, the shock's even better. And then just have fun. Hit all your best poses, okay? Do a little dance, do whatever you want. Just ensure that you are efficient with your time. Don't pose for too long. And here's a pro tip that I found. The second that you turn around, they're gone. 50% of the girls are gonna skip you. That's what I found, about half. Most of the time, the girls are gonna be pretty intimidated or like really uncomfortable. And so the second that you turn around, it's an out. They can skip you right away. Alrighty boys, that right there was the aesthetics on Omegle blueprint. I hope you all enjoyed. I hope to see more of you guys out there doing this series, okay? Y'all have just been killing it. The Omegle videos, we hit 30,000 subscribers. 30,000 subscribers, guys. I'm absolutely just blown away. I'm so excited. And so I thought I'd go ahead and bring you guys this kind of special video because I think a lot of you guys are curious as to like how I do this. And you know, even if you take the advice in this video and just go on there to flex, or if you actually go on there to do an Omegle video like I do, tag me. I want to see it, all right? Just like let me know in the comments down below. As always, you guys want to save 10% off of Gorilla Mind products, pre-workouts, pump products, baby. Be sure to go down below, use code PG, okay? If you guys want to grab my workout programs, which are very, very cheap, like $19.99, just to have a full-on workout for the whole week. Link right here, PrestonGifford.com. Go buy a program. What are you doing? What are you doing? And as always, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, hop out of that 85%, okay? Join us in the 10 to 15% who are subscribed. It's a fun time. We're all pretty fucking jacked, and we're all kings, bruh. I'm going to be going on a vacation next week, so we'll indeed be vlogging. Expect me on the beach doing push-ups and the ocean and cigars and tequila and having a good time. It's gonna be a little bit of a little party, so hope y'all are ready for it. And yeah, stay massive, stay Myron. Go out there and get some girls on Omegle. Tell them that we squat heavy, and obviously tag me. All right, guys? Peace.